Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. If you love videos about affordable beauty, beauty on a budget, and how to best spend your money when you make the occasional splurge purchase, then you are definitely in the right place. So today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you a few dollar palettes, literally palettes that cost $1 that would be great for fall. I actually just recently did a video just like this, just using like high-end and affordable palettes, just all kinds of palettes, and they were actually palettes that I have in my collection personally that I think are great for fall. And I will have that linked up here in the cards as well as down below in the description box, so you can check that out later if you want to hear some other thoughts on some really great fall palettes. And the bonus is that you probably already have them. They're things that have been out for a while that I have in my collection. So if I have them in my collection, you may have them in yours. So definitely check that out if you like these types of videos. So yes, today is just a not specifically Dollar Tree version. I've got some suggestions from the Dollar Tree and Shop Miss A, but the bottom line is they all cost $1. And I really do try to make it where they're 5 pans or more, because I think anything less than 5 pans in a palette doesn't actually constitute a palette. It's a quad or a trio. So I do try to keep that in mind when I do say a palette. I do try to mean a palette. Also, before we get into today's video, I do want to invite you to please subscribe to my channel. It takes just a second and it helps me and my channel out so much. Definitely subscribe and become what I like to call one of my Dollar Divas. Also, the makeup that I'm wearing is all from the Dollar Tree as well. It is my current makeup basket. So I'll have my current makeup basket Monday video linked down below, so you can check that out. And the tutorial on this look is either already up, and if it is up, I will have it up here in the cards and down below in the description box. And if not, then definitely be on the lookout, because it'll be the next video. But this is also a Dollar Tree fall makeup look. And I also did one that is not Dollar Tree, a fall makeup or eye makeup look, that I'll also link down below in the description box so you can check that out. I just love fall, and I know everyone else does too, so I'm really trying to get all these fall videos in as much as I can. So anyways, if you want to see some suggestions I have for palettes that you can buy for the fall season that cost $1, definitely keep on watching. So I'm gonna start out with a few palettes that I have in my collection. So I recently did an eyeshadow palette declutter. So I don't have every palette from the Dollar Tree that I think would make a great fall palette, but the ones that I do have in my collection are really great fall palettes. And then I have some that I do not own that I will pop a picture up of and kind of talk about them and show you some other suggestions if you are interested. So one palette that I have in my collection that I think would be fabulous for fall is the LA Colors Eyeshadow Nude Palette. And this is in the shade Trendy. And I recently did an eye makeup look with this, and I will have that link down below as well. But it's just got these beautiful kind of toasty nude colors. And then you've got these kind of really dusty green shades. They're not anything intrusive, but they just add that nice little slight dose of color, but nothing too offensive. So this is a really pretty palette for fall. So here are some of the shades swatched. And for $1, you get 12 eyeshadows, and some are going to be hit or miss, but some of them are really, really good quality, and you really can, for $1 and 12 shades, these little palettes here are really pretty good. Not everybody has $50 or, even $20 to spend on a palette, and if you just want to spend $1 and try out some colors, you can't beat a 12 pan eyeshadow palette for $1. I've owned a couple of these. I've had, Supernatural, which is like blue tones, and they make so many different ones. And there's actually a couple that I do not own that I will pop pictures up here of that are the same type of a palette. So this one up here, this is called Traditional, and as you can see, it's got a beautiful white shade, which I think lacks in a lot of palettes. But these palettes always seem to have a white shade or a really super, super light shade, which I love, because you need that like brow bone highlight and all that good stuff. And I am referring to my phone, so that is why I am looking down. It has that kind of mustard color, and then it has like those kind of burnt orange shades, and it's got like a peach. Then you've got those browns, and you get the dark and the light. And so that would be another great LA Colors 12 pan eyeshadow palette. And this is on the Dollar Tree website, but I have seen this in stores. So I think it's pretty readily available at most Dollar Tree stores. So definitely check those out if you're on a budget and you want a good sized eyeshadow palette for literally next to nothing. So another couple eyeshadow palettes that I do have in my collection, and all three were used in making this look that I'm wearing, but it's this little LA Colors 6-pan eyeshadow palette. This is in Beauty and perfect for fall. Again, just a gorgeous palette. You've got your 2 mattes, you've got 4 shimmers, you get a cranberry and a gold. This, if you can get your hands on this, I haven't seen these in store in a while, but that's just my local Dollar Tree. But if you do see this, this is a fabulous palette for fall, as well as this LA Colors Beauty Through the Decades in Rosy. And this is of course a quad, but again, look at how gorgeous that is for fall. And these palettes here have a lot of similar qualities, so if you found either of these, you would be golden for the fall. And the quality of both of these are really very amazing. Again, like I said, it's what's on my eyes now. The shimmers are creamy, the mattes are pigmented. Really, you couldn't go wrong with either one of these. And then I see this all the time at both of my local Dollar Trees. It's actually just a trio. It's the LA Colors trio, and this is in Sunflower. And I love this little trio because I like that it's got like 3 really different shades. The 2 darkest shades are mattes, and then the lightest one is a shimmer. So you can do a complete look with this. You can do this kind of all over. You can use this to darken up the outer part and go into the crease. Then you can use this for your under brow bone highlight as well as your inner corner. And again, it's just those toasty, warm shades, perfect for the fall. So, and like I said, I see this very, very, very often. It is my favorite of all these trios. This is by far my favorite. The quality of this particular one is amazing. So it's definitely my favorite. So definitely keep that in mind for fall as well. So the rest of the palettes are things I will pop pictures of to show you. And one of them is from the Shop Miss A website. And I thought this was stunning for the fall. It's by the brand Amuse, and it's a 12 color eyeshadow palette. And I love that it ranges from the dark to the light. You've got a ton of matte shades in there, ranging all those different toasty shades. And then you've got, it looks like a few shimmers that are all very, very different. I'm not sure of the quality of this eyeshadow palette, but I would say for $1 to definitely try it, especially if you're already making a Shop Miss A order and you want something for the fall. I would definitely look into this for sure. Here's another one by the same company, Amuse, and this is a 10 color eyeshadow palette. And good news and bad news, when I took this picture, as you can see, it is unavailable currently because it has sold out. So that's a good sign. It also has a few reviews. You can see the star rating down there, and it's got 5 5-star reviews. So I would imagine the quality of this is really pretty good for $1. You don't really have too much of a light shade in there, but you've got those different kind of burnt orange shades, like a peach. Looks like you have an almost black matte, a dark rich brown matte, which I think is just so important. Then you've got those shimmers. You've got like a cranberry, a kind of goldish color. So I would definitely check this out when it comes back in stock if you are interested. Like I said, the rating, and it's $1. So that is just amazing to me. And again, with it being out of stock and have good reviews, I would imagine this is probably a very good quality palette, especially for the money. Here's another one that is also out of stock. Again, a very good sign if you ask me. And of course you can have them email you when it's available if you are interested in this, but it is a 5-pan eyeshadow palette, and it's called the Starry Smoky Eye To Go. I think the shade is called Rich On, or number 1. But I love that it's got, again, all the different shade ranges. You've got a gold, you've got kind of a peachy gold, you've got that really light shade that would probably make a really great under the brow bone highlight, and then you've got like 2 shades of brown. You got one that kind of has a little bit of a cranberry in it, and then one that looks a little cooler, and that looks like you could make some really pretty eyeshadow looks for the fall as well as just any kind of a nude eye, for any time of the year, of course. And it has a 4-star rating, 3 reviews on the website, so really for the money doesn't seem to be a bad palette at all. So I recently decluttered this out of my collection just because I have so many palettes, and I wanted to pass some stuff on so it could get more use than I would be able to give it. It's these LA Colors eyeshadow palettes. They're a 6-pan palette, and I had one that had like some pinks and purples in it. There's 2, and I had seen these in stores when I purchased mine. One is called the Sunset Break, and it's got like browns, and it seems to have like a plum in there, and then it has kind of like a peachy gold. And then there's another one called Morning Glow, and that one looks just a little bit brighter, a little bit more on the gold side, but it looks like you also kind of have a dark rose gold or a light cranberry, and both of those would be gorgeous for fall. The compacts of these palettes are really very nice. They're tiny palettes. but they have a really good sized mirror in the palette, and they're so compact. They are so cute, and for $1, either one of these I think would make a great fall eyeshadow palette for sure. And then last but not least, and I have never actually tried this eyeshadow palette, but I do see it all the time in store at my local Dollar Trees, and it is the ColorMates Flower Bouquet eyeshadow palette. As you can see on this photo, it's got 3 reviews and it has all 5 stars. It's got 12 shades. You get those greens, you've got those oranges. I think you could really pull together a really nice fall eye look with this. You could do something very pumpkin spice with those orange shades. Probably would make a really good companion palette. If you had some neutrals, you could add some of these shades to help give it just some of those warm tones or those greens and get a really pretty fall look. And for $1, you can't beat it. And like I said, this is pretty readily available, I believe. I do tend to see this all the time at my local Dollar Tree. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit that like button. Definitely check out my other fall-oriented videos. I will have them all linked down below. And yeah, I just hope you enjoyed these suggestions. So drop a comment down below if you have ever tried any of these eyeshadow palettes. I think it's amazing you can get an eyeshadow palette for $1. I really, really, really do. And like I said, everything I'm wearing on my face is from the Dollar Tree. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get some of the new fall looks or the trendy looks or even just your most basic but beautiful makeup looks. It can be done for just a few dollars, $1 at a time. So definitely look into these palettes if you're on a budget and you want to save a little bit of money, but you still want to kind of change up your makeup routine for the fall. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.